when I get up on a mic, I'm a monstrosity.
What's up, my wizards? It's Dev from the channel down there somewhere on your screen, and I have got a BFZ sealed pre-release pack thing here. Yeah, we just got back from pre-release. Was able to pick one of these up. I'm gonna open it up here on camera and build a little sealed deck for you. Kind of tell you what you have to expect at the pre-release. Now, a lot of pre-releases obviously they'll have like some sort of mini game, you know, that you can play, and a lot of them are kind of dumb. But this time around, instead of having some mini game, or maybe you get 5 packs in a sealed pack, that's your color, your guild, whatever. You just get straight up. I believe it's 6 packs, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, yes, 6. And in this thing, you'll also get this little thing for your box. You'll get a pre-release promo, which is, this is cool, awesome. I got the black-red Tango land. That's actually, I should probably be really excited about that. That's not bad at all. Yeah, black-red Tango land. I'm super happy, actually. Wow, that's a good way to start, I would say. There should also be a spin down. Yeah, this thing right here, it's a cool color. It's a little green. I'll take it. Let's see, but let's get down to business. That's really cool that I got this smoldering marsh, like right off the bat. That's really, it's kicking ass. Alright, so, well, that is shiny. You just put that off camera, actually. Alright, so actually good packaging. This is the first time I've seen a Battle for Zendikar pack, turns out. Let's see, it's pretty sharp, but let's get it open. That's what we all care about. I just noticed it's got like a little niche up top, but you don't see that every day. That's cool. It helps you open the pack up. Starting off, we got to Seek the Wilds, a Coral Helm Guide, that's really good and limited. Arcana Assassin, Oran Reef Invoker, we got a Lava Step Raider, not a big fan. Fortified Rampart, not a big fan. Nettle Drone is okay and limited. Benthic Infiltrator. Touch the Void, that's some burn. Shadow Glider's fine and limited as well. Stonewalker, a Blighted Woodland. The Blighted Lands are actually really, really good, it turns out. A Titan's Presence, that's more than fine and limited. Let's see. Gruesome Slaughter is our rare for the pack. That's probably okay and limited at least. And then we got our other stuff. So, let's see. I think I'm going to adjust the lighting right quick. And we should be back. Here we are. Alright, so out of this pack, I did see some pretty interesting stuff. Coral Helm Guide is really, really good, it turns out. Not much else. Nettle Drone is probably okay. Benthic Infiltrator goes. Let's see, Touch of the Void is okay. I don't really want to build like blue-red. Shadow Glider's good. Stonewaker is good. Obviously, Titan's Presence and Gruesome Slaughter are probably playable, so we'll come back to that. But let's get some more packs open. That's what I'm excited to do. Tear it open. We got a Swell of Growth up top here in the first common slot. That is very playable in a certain limited deck, and maybe even in constructed. We'll have to see if landfall is a thing. Slow of Growth is fine. There's a Dispel, good sideboard tech and standard. Castigator is pretty good. Reckless Cohort is a role player in a limited deck. Fertile Thicket, a good common, one of those common lands. That's good. Snapping Gnarlid might build a landfall thing. Spell Shrivel is good. Oh, Spell Shrivel and Complete Disregard, like right next to each other. I like both of these cards in the same deck. Scar from Existence, that's good, and literally everything, in limited at least. Kekholm Sifter, that's an exciting uncommon. That's cool. May end up playing that. Got the White Retreat. A Dampening Pulse for getting up on our rare here, which is a Serpentine Spike. I just said the other day, like, I'd be kind of sad to see this in sealed, but it could also be a 3-for-1 if played correctly, so there's that too. Let's see here. We're not really blanking on rares. We got the Smoldering Marsh pre-release promo. I'm really jacked about that, actually. Oh, we didn't get her all the way open, did we? Here we are. Pull it, rip it, and slick it. Got another Arcana Assassin, another Seek the Wilds, Shadow Skull Recruit, another Core Castigator. Waving Elemental is a fine common in this limited. Another Fertile Thicket, that's cool. Geyserfield Stalker, another Snapping Gnarlid. An Evolving Wilds, which is actually pretty relevant in this landfall format. Eldrazi Sky Spawner, I think, is a pretty all-star common, to be honest with you. Forerunner, that's cool. Forerunner probably playable in standard. A Tunneling Geopede, and I think we're up on our rare here, which is, it's the blue-white, yeah, that's awesome, the blue-white Tango, or blue-white Battle Land, some people are calling it. Yeah, so far we've gotten 2 of these new dual lands, which is, I'll take it, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Alright, not like, I guess they're playable and sealed, sure, you'll probably play them if you're playing those combinations, but, not the most exciting rares for sealed, but definitely super exciting for standard, which I care a lot about. So, Glassfield Nightwatch is a premium common in this set. Another Swell of Growth. We might actually build landfall here. Shadow Skull Recruit, another Lithomancer's Focus. Let's see. Looming Spire is a good common, another good common land. Great Birthing, which is at least interesting in limited. Eyeless Watcher, I actually like that. Eldrazi Devastator, we're playing that. I pretty much play like any huge Eldrazi that we get. Another Wavewing Elemental, this is interesting. Like a blue-green landfall thing. That's probably going to lose. Undo Rising, Tajira Warcaller. I got another Blighted Land, the blue one, which I actually think is also standard playable. As we look at our rare here, which is a Planar Outburst. Awesome. Well, we're in white. We're playing white in limited here. We're definitely going to play white. So we got the board white. That seems like it's a definite here. Although I'm not really sure what other great white cards we got. We got 2 Core Castigators. I know that much. So that's a thing. Let's see. Opening up our next to last pack here. Got an Incubator Drone. That's probably another good role player in certain decks. Glastrier Healer, I'm excited to see that because I want to build black-white allies, like kind of a lot, so that's cool. Reclaiming Vines is Creeping Mold. Salvage Drone. Kozilek Sentinel, again, that's not bad. Inspired Charge, another role-playing limited card. Valakut Invoker, that's not terrible. Courier Griffin, that's, fine bread and butter common. Let's see, Benthic Infiltrator, a Touch of the Void, another copy of that burn spell. Void Attendant, which is a good engine for the limited green, black, or Sultai Eldrazi. Let's see, Molten Nursery is kind of meh. Ulamog's Reclaimer, which is also kind of meh. And our rare is Endless One, which is playable in any limited deck that we may end up building. So that's a guarantee that we'll play that. All right, so we're into our last pack now. That was a really fast 6 packs, if you ask me. Let's see. Going in, we got Mindraker on top. Territorial Baloth. I kind of do want to build Landfall, but that's weird with Planar Outburst. Roll Mage's Trick. Dutiful Return is another fine common. Kitesail Scout. Belligerent Whiptail, fine. Courier Rip. Another copy of Courier Griffin. That's cool. Smite the Monstrous. Premium removal in this format. Stone Fury. Ondu Great Horn is okay. Hacker Sharpshooter, meh. Horribly Awry. I'm actually excited to see this card, to be honest with you. So that's cool. Might play the one of if we play blue, but it doesn't look like we're going to. Got a Pilgrim's Eye, and are we coming up on, let's see, yeah, oh my god, I think I just saw it. Yeah. Pilgrim's Eye is meh. Obnix Illustrated might be the best rare in the entire set. And we just opened him in our last pack here in Sealed. So, we're playing black, and we might play black-white. It's really, I don't even know why I'm talking about what we're playing in Limited. I just pulled this. That's really cool. But we're playing black-white in Limited, so we're going to play Planar Outburst alongside Obnix Illus. That seems good to me. And, yeah, that's so great that I just pulled that. But it's time to kind of go over and see what we got here. Obviously, we're playing Trixie Nixie here. I am pretty effing happy about that, it turns out. Let's see. So just in black and white, the 2 colors that were like guaranteed to play here, what all did we get? I actually think that we're fairly thin in both of these colors. Got to play the Endless One. Glastrier Healer. Let's see. And by the way, I'm also going to look through my other colors just to make sure that I don't miss something incredibly playable. But these are definitely the 2 cards that I want to play more than anything else, Super incredible bombs. And I am building around my rares, which I only suggest that you do if you have incredible rares, which we definitely do. I would be very happy to pull this in any pre-release. So there is that. I don't know that I could keep my mouth shut if I pulled this at a pre-release, actually. Like, I'm going to beat all you fools. I pulled this mess. Yeah, this is good. I'm not sure that the rest of our pool really stands up to those 2 rares, but those 2 rares can help carry games all by themselves, so I'm pretty happy. Let's see. Fortified Rampart, I think that is all of the black and white, although it's entirely possible I missed like one of the Eldrazi looking cards here in either color. So let me take a look. Looking okay, buddy. All right, probably play both of those, perhaps. Not really sure how many colorless creatures we're playing on the whole here. But let's see, we got some blighted lands in there that I'm going to definitely play, but let's see. Before I go through my black and white, let me just kind of run through and see if we've got any all-stars in other colors that maybe deserve a splash or something like that. Mindraker's okay. I'm going to probably not play the landfall strategy, although I could see playing like Abzan or something. Maybe. We certainly don't have the fixing for it. Although we did get 2 of the Fertile Thicket, the common green land that lets you, basically scry 4 for a land. That could really help our fixing out in a 3-color deck. That's a possibility. Let's see. So I'm just going to look at green here and throw out the chaff while I'm at it. I should have done that long ago. Let's see. Green, Eyeless, Eyeless Watcher is actually pretty good. So you got 2 copies of Seek the Wilds. Remember that. 2 Snapping Gnarlids, which I may end up playing to fill out the 2 slot. because I'm not really sure how much I know. I know I got a Calastria healer, but I think that relies specifically on allies. I'm not really sure how many playables allies that we got here. So that is all the green, and I suggest that you do this, kind of sort out all of your different colors and sort of make sure that you're not missing anything. I think I got 2 benthic infiltrators, and blue might be a good splash because I got 2 wave wing elementals too, which I think is a really, really playable card, and the Eldrazi Sky Spawner. So actually, blue might be looking a little better at second glance than it did at first. We got a dependable counterspell. That's good, and Coral Helm Guide is really good too, especially with all the Eldrazi we're playing. We can get them through against chump blockers. That's not bad at all. See, I did get some interesting stuff in red, but red and black kind of looked a little bit thin to me. I think I just missed that. Yeah, let's see. I did get, Obnixilis, but I'm not really sure how much black support we've got for that. Let's see, in red, we actually got a fairly big chunk of red cards, it looks like. Let's see, throw that out. Full art lands are really, really cool. Let's see. Bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And let's see, it should be just lands here after I separate. Oh yeah, I got a couple of gold cards, Sifter, and Forerunner. Let's see. It's another reason to play black, green, white, actually, is the Catacomb Sifter. I can see that. Let's see. Pilgrim's Eye might help us with our fixing. We play all 3 colors. We got some lands here that I'm going to put down for a second. But in red, I know we got 2 copies of this Touch of the Void. That is not bad at all. Let's see, we got a Stonewaker. I mean, I could definitely see an argument for the red-green landfall deck in some of the cards that we pulled. And actually, it's good to get 2 recruits. That's not bad. But overall, I'm underwhelmed by red, which I sort of thought I would be once I, looked at the set. I said that in the pre-release primer. I'm just not really sure about red, which I hope isn't causing my opinion on these cards that I got in red to be subjective. But I think I'm being objective here. Let's see. Now, green and blue are our 2 colors we could use as support here. So we take a look through blue because I'm not sure I was as inspired by blue as I was green, but let's see what playables we've got here. I think that Benthic Infiltrator is somewhat playable, although we're not really relying on Eldrazi tricks, so I'm not sure that Guaranteed Ingest is good. Now, Coral Helm Guide is always good. That's probably one of the best reasons we have to play blue right now. Dampening Pulse Mesh. Spell Shrivel is probably a dependable counterspell. That's fine. Eldrazi Sky Spawner is good. And then the 2 copies of Wave Wing Elemental. That's probably all the definite stuff I would splash blue for right now. I may come back to that later. As far as green goes, we feel a little bit thinner here. Void Attendant is probably fine. Oran Reef Invoker is a great 2-drop. Seek the Wilds is probably okay, but I'm not really sure if it's justified. Eyeless Watcher is also good, but probably, again, not justified. So, probably going to cut green here, which means I can also cut the 2... Well, it's not guaranteed that I cut the 2 thickets, actually. I can cut the Blighted Woodland. Let's see. But being in blue lets us play Blighted Cataract. That's okay. And it also lets us play our rare dual land, so that's pretty cool. And we'll definitely play the Evolving Wilds, too. So let me put those aside. I may come back to Fertile Thicket and play a 1-of or something like that. Just because it's a good spell land, That's not bad at all. Let's see. Cut the Catacomb Sifter, which is kind of lame, but that's fine. Let's look at our Eldrazi real quick. I might play the Pilgrim's Eye, again, just because it would help our fixing in a 3-color deck if that's what we wanted to do. Scour from Existence, I will almost certainly play. Eldrazi Devastator, yes. Endless One, yes. Definitely playing Obnixilis. We got to play black. And are we playing enough colorless creatures to justify Titan's presence? Let's see. Probably. I mean, we are playing white, so that kind of lessens the impact, but there's no Eldrazi in white. But we are playing, at least, let's see, 1, 2 Eldrazi. That might not be enough, honestly. I'll come back to that. I don't know if it's quite supported enough in the colors that we're in what we've gotten here. I'm not totally sure, which also means we would cut the Gruesome Slaughter, definitely. Let's see. So I'm going to set blue up here for a second and kind of separate white and black and look at our primary colors here, because I'm sure that's what we're playing. White and black, which are probably the 2 best colors in the set. Honestly, green is way up there, but it has to have the right support, Let's see. And we got a little more white than black. Let me take a look at that real quick, although Obnix is our all-star. Let's see. Gonna play the Smite the Monstrous, definitely. We got the 2 Courier Griffin, which I'll probably play. Great Horn is a maybe. We just filled out our 4 slot a little bit here. Inspired Charge might not be necessary. Planar Outburst is good. Castigator, I might play. I do like playing at least the one Retreat, and Shadow Glider I'll definitely play as well. So, all of those. Definitely playing Trixie here. Move that slightly. There we go. They're kind of assassin. We did get the two the two courier griffins, so that curves out nicely. You know, we play the assassin third turn, we play griffin fourth turn, and that gives the assassin death touch. So I'll probably play both of those. Complete disregard is a definite yes. Geyserfield Stalker might fill out in 5. We'll see. Calastrian Nightwatch is definitely better though. Healer I gotta play. I would say might play the sharpshooter so that we can play more allies. 2 to 4 return. I think I'll play. Yeah, I think I'll play Sharpshooter because we're not really full on the 3 slot right now. And these cards are playable, I think, although I'm not really sure we're going to get the trick with Mindraker very often, so that's probably not playable in this particular deck. Let's see, what do we have with these cards? And I'm cutting Pilgrim's Eye for the time being, so I'm not even sure we're playing 3 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And what's our curve looking like? We don't really have 1-drops, which is fine because it's sealed. We do have, like, only the 1 2-drop, which is kind of super lame, although this is a slower format, so there's that to think about. And I don't think that adding blue would help us in our 2-drop at all. Now, adding green would, well, I forgot about Coral Helm Guy, which is a ridiculous card. So let's probably splash blue and play Wave Wing the turn after we play Planar Outburst. That seems good. Eldrazi Sky Spawner also seems fine. And maybe the Spell Shrivel. So I'm not really sure on the Infiltrators, because I don't think we're playing any sort of buffs or anything that would make it just stupid to be able to get through for extra damage. Yeah, it doesn't look that way. So let's see. That's a 5 splash here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That'll bring us up to 22, and Pilgrim's Eye would make it 23. And I would probably like to cut a card here for that reason. I'd like to play 18 lands in this format, especially considering we've got some things very high up on the curve that we'd like to play, like Eldrazi Devastator, Scour from Existence. So if I was going to cut a card, it might honestly be the Retreat. The 1/1 token is really good, especially blocking other Eldrazi, but it doesn't go very well next turn we play Planar Outburst. Although we can recover very well with the Retreat, so sort of just thinking on the fly, I'm probably can cut Spell Shrivel just to the sideboard. I'm not really sure about that, but we look a little bit like we want to curve every turn. You know, we want to play something every turn. So I don't know that Spell Shrivel is ideal for what we're doing here. So let's look at what we have got in the almost finished product here. Ob, definitely a card we want to play. Here's all of our black, actually, and let's try and put it on curve. So there's 2 5-drops in black that I know of. Yeah, just those. 4-drop is due for return. Let's see if we're even playing enough creatures. We may actually cut that, put something back in. Sharpshooter at 3, but let me make sure that we're full on 4. Yeah, we're full on 4 in black. Claster Healer at 2. Let's see, that's 3. So our 3 is actually looking okay now. Claster Healer at 2. So in white, there's a 3-drop, there's a 4, there's a 5, and 2 more 4s. Let's see. And we didn't have, except for Dutiful Return, we don't actually have any 4-drops in black, so that helps a lot. We've got to Smite the Monsters at the same price. This can be played at any point in the game. Devastator is really high up that. Got another 3-drops. We're actually really full on 3, and we got 2 6-drops, which is fine. And then another 2-drop in blue. That helps us out a little bit. So I think this is actually fairly well-rounded. Let me, just one more factor that I'd like to sort of count out. Oh, you don't go in. Get away. Get away. All right. Get all these cards up. It's awkward because I have to like reach around the camera to do this. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures, which is about where we want to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other spells. So, not bad. We'll play 18 lands. Evolving Wilds brings us down to 17. We can play Prairie Stream. That's 16. Cataract is 15. And I may play the Fertile Thicket. I know that sounds weird, but it'll definitely help our fixing out. Although I'm not sure I want to replace a draw with a land. Although we have Planar Outburst, we have to get our later drops so that we can play the 2 most important cards in the deck. So I probably will play Thicket. That's not a bad idea. It brings us down to 14 lands here. I'd probably play something like, let's see, we got a blue source there, and we got an Evolving Wild, so I could probably get away with just playing like, 4 blue sources maybe. That let's see, 18, 14, that brings us down to 10. So I'd play probably 3 blue sources, a little bit more white than black. So just a 1-to-1 difference there to fill out the rest of our curve, or the rest of our lands. So that would make 40 cards. And I actually think we've built something really good, except for, the 1 and 2 drop slots. We filled out our curve really well, but I think those slots are less important in this format, this particular BFZ format, and the 1 and 2 drop slots are a little less important in sealed, to be honest with you, although we might have a hard time covering the beginning of the game. We did get complete disregard. We can play this at any point in the game. That's not bad, but it's really the 3rd turn that we start picking up. We've got a lot of pretty decent 3 drops. We've got, let's see, the 2 assassins, we've got the sky spawner, and then let's see, is that it? Just want to make sure. Oh, and then the Shadow Glider in white, yeah. So we do have a lot of good stuff starting at 3, but we've got to cover the beginning of the game before that, and that might be the only issue that we have. Aside from that, I think we curve out really well. We've got stuff at all points of the game. We got big cards. Obnixilis is just ridiculous, and then we can reset the game also on the 5th turn with Planar Outburst. So I think that this is probably a really, really good sealed deck here, and I hope that sort of me going through this process has helped newer players or anybody that's just interested in the art of sealed deck building, And I think that's all I have for now. I really wish that I could play this in a pre-release right this second, because I'm pretty sure that it would rock the joint, honestly. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents for now. That's really, really cool. In any case, I'm Dev from SBMTG. If you enjoyed the content, do us a favor. Please like, share, comment, and if you haven't done it yet, just subscribe. I know I got a lot of people that look at my videos and do comments and stuff, and you're not subscribed yet. You want to see my videos, subscribe. But in any case, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, my wizards.